So one of the things that you're going to see when people talk about gun control is simply the fact that they want to protect, you know, spouses. And I'm talking about ladies, right? The domestic violent situation that we have is essentially an issue because of guns, right? Girls are being killed because of guns, right? Now, that's a silly statement. We all know that guns don't kill people, people kill people. But for some reason, the left doesn't understand that. And in fact, as you do the paperwork, there's questions there about domestic violence and all that. So we already have laws that are in place in order to protect our ladies, right? And again, it is what it is, but they keep pushing this stuff. Now, in my opinion, guns are going to protect that single mom, is going to protect that lady that has a crazy ex-boyfriend, crazy ex-husband, crazy guy. Because let's face it, that crazy guy is most likely going to be stronger than her. So how do you level that right there? It's called a firearm. You got a crazy guy that is trying to do something to you. He weighs 230 pounds. You weigh 130, 100 pounds different. Obviously, he could overcome you and do something horrible to you. But I tell you what, he ain't bigger than my 45. And that's the way that we need to tell our ladies. Because here's the thing. Cops ain't going to show up. You call the police. By the time cops show up there, you already been killed. If you need to protect yourself from a bad guy, obviously, get your concealed carry permit if you can. Buy a gun if you can, legally, obviously. Do the training that is required and protect yourself. And I'm about to show you a video. I'm about to show you a video of what happened when crazy old man wants to do something bad to you, right? So again, the left talks about domestic violence and how we need to get rid of guns, but that's not going to protect the ladies. We're really going to protect the lady, and anybody out there, I've been preaching this for years to come, is to get a gun and take some training and make sure you have a plan, a home defense plan, right? But again, they keep talking about this nonsense, and every time I see it, I'm like thinking to myself, you got to be kidding me. Before I continue, check it out. If you want to support the channel, you know what to do. You could become a patron. You could join the membership. You could use my Amazon affiliate links. All you have to do is click on that description down there. Click on one of those links, whatever it is. Buy yourself some makeup. And again, a little portion of Amazon is going to come to us here in the Jarhead 6 channel. All right, let's do this. So when I saw this video right here, I got to tell you, I thought to myself, wow, this guy is violent. This guy is just such a horrible, violent person. Before I continue, make sure you subscribe to Jarhead 6 Ride channel so you can see me riding my motorcycle. But again, when I saw him, I was like, you got to be kidding me. This guy's intense. This guy is coming there to do something horrific to this lady. And she was able to protect herself just by simply having a firearm. And that's kind of what I'm talking about right here. Let's watch this.
A new video tonight of a man as he breaks into someone's home in Escambia County, Florida. This was just minutes before a woman inside shot and killed him. Cody Long tells us why the woman who pulled the trigger is not being charged.
The Escambia County Sheriff's Office is investigating this as a stand your ground case. The sheriff says the woman was protecting herself and her family. Take a look at this video from the front porch.
Wow.
You can see the man kicking the front door on James Taylor Lane and screaming at those who are inside.
You want to play? Let's play.
Then the 54-year-old man goes back to kicking in the door. After a few tries, he gets in. The sheriff said once inside, he armed himself with a knife and threatened to harm his children's mother. A woman in a bedroom said she was in fear for her life and shot the man in the head. He died on scene.
Wow.
The man had an active domestic violence injunction filed on him, and the sheriff says when this all happened, the man was on his way to an anger management class. Reporting in Pensacola.
So there you have it, guys. I mean, this guy is just a violent guy. A guy that was going to a class for being just extremely violent. A guy that, was committing a crime by essentially making entry into this house. You see him kicking the door. Put it right here. You see him kicking the door, violent. I mean, he's just trying to make entry. He walks inside. He already has issues with domestic. They already went through the paperwork. And guess what? That didn't stop him. The domestic, whatever he had, that didn't stop. And not only he broke the door, but he also armed himself with a knife. And guess what was the only thing that stopped this lady? That gun. She was able to protect herself and protect her family with that gun. This dude was there to do something horrific to her, right? It's, you know what? It's unfortunately that we got to get to this level. It's really bad. But that's reality. The devil comes to kill and destroy. Nobody wants to deal with this. I don't. I'm sure this lady was terrified for her life. But if she would have called the cops, I'm telling you right now, the cops would have come to a crime scene. Because that dude was in the process of doing something horrific to her. And luckily, bless the good Lord, she was able to protect herself with that firearm she had. But again, the left pushes out like, oh, you want to stop domestic violence, all you have to do is get rid of guns. You want to stop active shooter or people being killed, all you have to get rid of the guns. People been killing each other before guns was a thing. Before. It goes way back, right? A gun is not the answer to stop this thing from happening. Really, it wasn't. When he got to this point, I know I'm kind of like talking about this, but when he got to this point where this guy is kicking this door and unfortunately he got killed, I mean, so many things have failed. So many things has failed. You want to stop this? You want to stop people getting abused? You want to stop people getting killed? You want to stop people, doing horrific things to the family? You want to stop all that? I'll tell you right now, the only answer is Jesus. There is no other answer. The Lord came here so we could have a way out of this nonsense. Way out. Because we see so much nonsense in this place that is ridiculous. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.